So you decided that you wanted to buy a used as-is Steelcase Leap V2 chair, but you're unsure what your expectations should be. We decided to purchase one from 2008 to help you better understand what to expect when buying a used as-is Leap V2.
Shopping for office chairs? BTOD TV is your #1 resource for everything office chairs. Subscribe today so you don't miss out on any of our future content.
Hey guys, Greg with BTOD TV. Buying high-end office chairs online has become very popular. The same is true for the Steelcase Leap V2 chair. This is one of the most popular chairs in the world, and the cost savings that you get when buying a used chair online can be significant from the retail prices when buying brand new. Now, of course, these are expensive chairs, and so that cost savings is one of the main drivers of doing this, but there are things that you need to consider to make sure that these chairs are right for you. The first thing that we're gonna look at here in our review is where you can expect to find chairs like this for sale in your area or online. If you're looking to find a used as-is Steelcase Leap V2 chair online, some of the most popular places are going to be places like Craigslist or even Facebook Marketplace. Sometimes you can find them on some of the office furniture warehouse companies too. They might list them online, however, they're not that easy to typically buy from those companies. If you're shopping locally, a lot of times you'll be able to look at places like rummage sales, auctions, and you can even find them at places like Goodwill. And again, the office furniture warehouses are likely to have these chairs used as is. The pricing on used as-is Steelcase Leap V2 chairs can vary greatly. A lot of this has to do with where you're finding them and the condition that the chair is in. We've heard stories of people finding these on places like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, auction sites for as little as $20 for a local pickup. But if you're looking for the best quality used as-is chairs, you're gonna pay upwards of $300 to $350. Transportation is something that you absolutely must consider when buying these chairs locally. They're large, they weigh up to 65 pounds, and most of the time they're going to be fully assembled. Knocking them down and having them in smaller components will be difficult as the chairs are not easily taken apart, so it's unlikely that you'll want to take the chair apart to fit it in your vehicle. Return policy and warranty is something that you absolutely have to consider when buying your used as-is Leap V2. Buying from a private seller, it's highly unlikely that you'll be able to return the chair. If you're buying from a business, they may have a return policy, but many of these businesses we found don't allow chairs to be returned, especially used as is. The warranty from a private seller is non-transferable, so you'll never have an opportunity to have a warranty from a private seller. And if you buy from a business, they may or may not come with a warranty that they'll be providing service on. Now, the thing to consider is if they do have a warranty or return policy at a business, you want to look at the fine print because these can really vary and the costs associated with some of them can be pretty high, and a lot of times they don't consider all of the components of the chair when offering their warranty. The used Leap V2 that you're buying might not be exactly as advertised, and this doesn't necessarily mean it's any fault of the seller that you're buying from. I mean, these chairs could be somewhere 12, 14 years old. Understanding where the chair has been, how many people have had the chair, and what it's really gone through for replacement components, it can be hard for people to know. We've bought many of these used as-is chairs from local companies that are offering them, and they've been through multiple hands there. Sometimes even at the same location, they've come back a couple times. So the condition of the components, what year the chair is in, these are things that you definitely want to know about, but it can be hard to understand without better understanding the chairs themselves. Once you've found that used as-is Steelcase Leap V2 chair that you like, if you have an opportunity to see it locally, we highly recommend that you do. This way you're able to go through an inspection process of your own. Now, the first thing that you want to do when you actually see the chair is just quickly examine it. Make sure there are no fractures or cracks in the frame. This is important for the longevity of the product. Then you can go through some of the functionality of the chair. So one of the things that we found with used as-is chairs, the first thing that you'll notice is the casters do not work like brand new casters. Sometimes they're very hard to roll, and this is just what happens naturally as you use a caster. It's going to bring in dust and grime. Next, you want to look at the cylinder, the height adjustment. How easily does the chair spin around on that cylinder? And then additionally, how easily does it move up and down? Moving up to the armrests, Again, these have highly adjustable arms. Just make sure that everything's functioning there properly. You can go through the process of how the mechanism works. I would go through all 5 positions on the Steelcase Leap V2, just ensuring that each position's working properly. And then you can check the tilt tension function. I would crank it up, make sure that it actually shows additional tension there, loosen it, make sure it's working there as well. If it has a height adjustable lumbar system, check that, and then you can just rotate the knob on the side for the lumbar adjustment as well. The last thing that you want to do, and it's sort of an extension of the inspection process of the chair, is to just look at the cleanliness of the chair. I mean, this is something that could potentially be used as long as 14 years. The cleanliness of the chair is not guaranteed. So some of the places that we highly recommend you look, one is in the casters. A lot of times this will pull up a lot of dirt, grime, even hair, which is kind of gross. Same thing in the cylinder. These sort of build up dirt and grime over time. You want to look there and just see if it's cleaned up. Looking through the upholstery, you can potentially, if you want to, do a sniff test, although I wouldn't necessarily always recommend it, depending on the hygiene of the previous person that used the chair. But some of these things can be remedied. You could potentially buy new casters, a new cylinder, and you could go through and vacuum off and maybe even use some type of cleaning device to clean off the upholstery to make that chair as new as possible for you. Buying that used as is Leap V2 chair can save you a ton of money. However, there is a big dice roll when buying this type of chair. You really don't know what type of condition you're going to get it in, but if you're okay with that type of dice roll, there's a good chance you could get a chair that's much better than some of the lower cost products that you'll find in stores like Office Depot and Staples. Now, if you'd like to learn more about buying a used as is chair, I've dropped a link down in the description. We actually include things there for the 7 things to consider when buying a Leap V2 chair online as well to help you through the process. If you like this video, help us out and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We've got a ton of great content coming out on Steelcase chairs in the future. Thanks a lot for watching.